Dear Father, Mother God, we thank you for allowing us to be channels of light, love, and healing. We ask that all energy that flows through Maria and myself be grounded in Mother Earth, for she, in fact, is the living healer. We call on our guides and our angels to speak through us now. Thank you, Mother, Father, God, all that is. Hi, Maria, you're back.
I'm back. I'm
She's
trying.
back. She's
Okay.
96%.
96 and a half.
So apparently there's some kind of flu going around. You were very sick. Maria had pneumonia.
Pneumonia, bronchi
Yeah,
pneumonia.
yeah.
Still
And
taking
and Octavia,
medication.
my friend I'm going to talk about today, she was also very sick. And you were saying everybody in Poland is sick.
Yeah, I talked to my sister. She was at home just like me. She says same thing: cough, broncho, head cold.
Right.
Yeah. And she says lots of people in Poland sick.
Yeah.
Yes.
I got it, but not as bad as everybody else. I'm thankful for that.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, we want to talk to you about something different today. We're not talking about crystals, but we also want to talk about the shock we had yesterday. Okay? So we had so much snow. I know I always kid in the video saying, oh, we only have a dusting in Sedona. And dusting? No, we had
3 foot. I had 3 foot in my place.
Yeah, Maria had 3 feet. She had 2 feet on her car.
On my car.
Yeah.
And so heavy because it was wet.
Wet.
Took me hours. And I took a big broom. I had this scrubber, so that's not gonna work. So I said, and I'm saying, honey, where are you? You know me do this job. This is not my job. He says, go get a broom. So I said, okay, I'm going to get a broom. It was nuts. Anita, I've been here almost 20 years. I never seen so much snow.
I've been here 27 or 28. I never saw so much. And
every week.
Yeah. Yeah, every week we've been getting it lightly, but this one really knocked our socks off. And I think the city of Sedona must have one snowplow. And it doesn't come to our neighborhood. We live up on a hill and we couldn't get out yesterday. So it's the first time we ever closed the center for a snow day. Okay? And we got tree branches coming down. God. We got anyway, we're not used to this, okay? And so we're kind of wimpy when this happens. We don't even have like snow shovels, you know. So anyway,
I don't.
No, in the parking lot still, it didn't melt. Usually we laugh. We say, "Oh, it'll melt by noon." Oh no, this is still there. Yeah. Oh, yeah. The next day. So Robert walked 2 feet of snow to the hot tub last night. I'm like, are you crazy?
As long as he was inside and warm, he could care less, right?
But anyway.
Oh gosh.
Okay. So many years ago, I had a customer coming to the center. Many years ago, I think it could be almost 20. And she was in corporate America. She lived in she still lives in Los Angeles. And she said, I want to do what you're doing. Okay.
I remembered.
Yeah.
You're talking about Octavia.
Yeah. And so she said, I'll pay you to hang out with you. And she did. I took her to trade shows. She hung out with me. And then she wanted for years to start her own center in LA. And timing just wasn't right a lot of times. And she would call me and say, is this it? Is this the time? And I said, no, sorry about that. But anyway, she finally has her center in Los Angeles. It's called Breathe. And so over the years, we became really friendly. And she comes to Sedona a lot for a retreat for herself. And so this one time, and also she is a psychic medium. And so she's had many times that she's channeled people that have gone to the other side. And it kind of shocked her in the beginning when it first started happening. She has this story where she was in a department store. She was in a department store and there was a guy there. And all of a sudden, Octavia gets this message from his grandmother. And she says, you have to tell him, my grandson, he's gonna rob the store. He's gonna get killed, blah, blah, blah. Octavia says, I just can't go up to that guy and She says, yes, tell him about the yellow curtains in the kitchen and the sandwiches I used to cut the crust off, and tell him all that.
Wow.
And so she did. And the guy was like, she says, I know you think I'm crazy. He goes, well, no, that's my grandmother. He said, that's my grandmother. So apparently he had other guys they were positioned. I think it was a Walmart they were going to rob, right? Anyway, he called his guys, and then they left with Octavia. Yeah.
Oh my God.
And anyway, so I could tell you a lot more of her stories, but she came to visit us, I don't know, several months ago. And she said something was really nagging at her. She channeled a young man. His name was Abel, and he died in 1999. He was 20 years old, a terrible car accident. And he wanted to speak through Octavia to his friend. I don't know, I think a girlfriend uh, from high school.
Mm-hmm.
And so Octavia, he came through in a past life regression that Octavia was doing for this girl. Anyway, so she channeled him. And then he said to her, I want you to make a tool that people can talk to their loved ones on the other side without having to go through a medium. And he said, it's possible, and I know how to do it, and I'm going to send you all the information, and you can make these cards so that people can talk to their loved ones on the other side. So she said, okay. And then I forget how many nights and days she stayed up channeling all this material. But then she got busy, and she didn't really do anything with it, And when she came here several months ago, she was telling Robert this. Well, Robert's a manifester. He's a doer, right? He said, I'm going to get this done for you. And so he did. Okay. He took over, and we got our graphic artists. And anyway, we put all this together, and we finally got the cards. And actually, we only got a sample of one that we gave to you. And you went crazy. You had all this stuff happen. I'm going to let you tell that. But we just have these in for a week. We just got them in.
About a week.
And it's called Death Speaks.
Mm-hmm.
And it's channeled by Abel and through Octavia.
Mm-hmm.
And so they really work. Okay. I haven't tried them yet. I got to say that, but I haven't tried them yet, but I'm going to this weekend. But tell me your experience, Maria.
When we got this, I says, oh, and lots of you people know I lost my husband 2021 after 48 years. So it's like there was always, we had so much communication when we were together. And when I started reading, I said, Robert, I got to have this. And he says, well, we don't have it for sale. I said, I'm buying this. So I took this and we put one on a shelf and somebody bought it. And Robert took all the rest of it because he says he has to send to Octavia. I said, okay. I went home. There's an instruction inside, tell you what you do. You're going to sage the card. You're going to put the candle. You can even write a note. You ask for information that whatever you want, always with the highest that comes from the other side to you. It could be a mom, could be that whoever loved one is gone from your life.
You put their picture and something of theirs also.
Yes. Yeah, I put his wedding band, I put my wedding band. We had the picture. So you're making like a little altar.
Right.
In their behavior.
Yeah, in their behalf. Yeah.
That they're going to talk to you. So I start reading, and then I said, okay, what kind of message? And I do 3 cards. You can make one, you can do whatever. But that day I sat and did the whole deck, Anita.
You did the whole deck?
I sat and talked with my husband for 2 hours. And something come out. I start crying. I says, oh my God, you're the only one knows about something like that. No one know except him. Certain things that will start revealing. I said, wow, this is really work. So I start doing on a daily basis. I never forget the day. I'm not computer wizard.
No.
Anything breaks, I said, honey. And he says, I want to teach you because someday you're gonna have that. I don't like computers. So the My Hi-Fi and TV, for some reason, work fine. And all of a sudden today says, code this, this, this. I said, what the heck they asking me for? I don't understand. Excuse me. And that morning, I pulled a card. It was me. And I said, because sometimes you might not get the message right then.
So the TV wasn't working, and then you called somebody was going to come, but then you turned on the TV and it.
No, first Brianna texts me 444.
Oh,
because that's my husband's birthday, and I hear it on a telephone. Click click. I said, I'm looking at the cell phone. It's 444, and I'm looking. I said, oh, that's Brianna, because she always, for some reason, she says, I'm not looking specific for the numbers. It's just what happens. She says, I just know it. And I said, he's giving you message to talk to me that he's with me. There's some kind of connection, because William knows Brianna.
Right.
He says, oh yeah, he used to come, telling him how much I'm happy that you work helping your dad and blah, blah, blah. So we connecting somehow, three-way. But after I saw this, I said, okay, let me see if my TV worked today. Didn't work yesterday. Worked yesterday. I mean, yesterday didn't work prior to the work. And I was asking Alan if he's going to help me. So I said, let's see, 444. And that morning, I pulled the card. It was me. And sometimes you might not get the answer to the question you're asking at that time you're doing this. But in the course of a day, stuff's happening. And then you're thinking, oh my God, I put this card this morning. So I clicked the TV. Sure, it's working. And that's what remembered me in the morning when I pulled the card. I said, honey, it was you? You the one who fixed my TV this morning? And I didn't even know it.
And then I remember this other story that when you first start doing this. So you came to work and you were hurting.
Yeah.
Your something was out. And William used to pull your legs and the pain would go away, right?
Oh, yeah, that's the very first day.
Right.
Because I had back surgery, so now and then my back gets out of whack. And Gajewski was sick, so I could not go.
Gajewski's the chiropractor.
I could not go for adjustment. So I'm pulling it in, and Gajewski showed him how to pull my legs so you could stretch my spine. So I would always lay down on the floor and he would yank the way he taught him. So I'm stretching and going and this. Then I lay down in bed. I said, honey, do you remember? I wish you were here, pull my legs so I don't have this pain, because you always hate when I have this pain in my back. I got up in the morning, no pain. And I said, son of a gun, you pull my legs when I was sleeping. It works, ladies. It's
So you asked them with the cards.
Yeah. And it was again the card come out. It was me. So it's, if you ask questions, you might not right away scared, but in the course of a day, something happens, and you say to yourself, oh my goodness, this is what happened. Happened here a couple of weeks ago. We never had his music here, Anita. I don't know how this music even got here. Never. And then one day I'm listening. I says, oh my God, this is the music William always play on his computer. And the kites flying all over the map. And I pulled a card that morning, says, you find me in the music, Anita. Oh. I'm coming to work. And I'm saying to Becky, I said, Becky, where did we bought this? I never had this before. She says, I guess he talked to you, Robert, because she says, Robert bought a bunch of new ones. And one of these discs is the one that he plays. I'm waiting on one of my steady customers. She says, oh, Marie, I'm so glad you're over here. You taught me how to check which stones. I need to pick up some other stones. I'm going to check which stones. So she picked that up. Nisi stood over here. She got her stones. I said, go ahead. And I'm ringing her, and it's 1144. And I'm saying to Nisi, oh my God, it's again. First we heard his music. I said, it's again, 444. And the lady says, what that means? Nisi says, that's Maria's husband's birthday. He was born on a 4-4, and he passed away a little bit over a year ago. And she says, oh my goodness. So I said, that's his number. As I'm saying, 444, his music playing again. And we just had the music 10 minutes ago. So how the heck this play? And Nisi says, he's been here whole week. We're hearing this music. We're hearing stops. Normally you don't start the same tape in a 5 minutes. Stop, maybe 10 minutes. It's again playing. And Nisi says, oh my God, that's William music. She starts crying. She stands over there and she says, Maria, he's right behind me. He tells me I have to go over here and give you a hug.
The customer said
that.
The
customer. It's unbelievable how you can communicate with the loved one. And I was so mad with him when I was doing the first time, because he's saying me some cards, I'm at peace, I am happy. I said, you son of a gun, you're in a better place and you left me over here. I mean, I'm just talking like this with him.
Yeah.
But then another card I would pull, and it says, I am waiting for you. Don't be angry. Be patient. Live the joyful life for me. Don't forget our love. I mean, it's just, how can I forget after 48 years? We were connected to a hip, you know? So it's just anything you want to ask, it will show up to you through other people, that you're doing things, the conversation happens, and you get an answer as with your loved ones speaking with you. It's amazing, guys. I do this every morning with my cup of coffee. I pull 3 cards and go on my day. And then in the course of a day, like, wow, it's you. It's you, because, you know, they only on one dimension higher than us. They see everything. They feel everything, because they're only in a higher vibration, one dimension of it. And I pull one card. It says, I'm only one dimension higher than you. So they are seeing, they know when they need to interact with you. They know when they need to send you love. They know when they need to give you special touch, that they're thinking of you. It's amazing, guys. Get it. You will enjoy this communication. And I just, how long I had this? For a month, Robert, maybe? Since we got it. And it's just such a wonderful thing, even they're not in a physical body next to you, to talk with someone that you love and they love you. It's amazing, amazing experience.
Thank you, Maria. Thank you, William. Thank you, Octavia.
Yes.
And thank you, Abel. And thank you, Robert, because you put this whole thing together. And how much are these?
$29.95.
$29.95. And we'll ship them to you if you want them. You can also, Octavia has them on her website. Oh, there's a whole website for this. Yeah. Do we know the? Yeah. We'll put it in the notes. And anyway, so Death Speaks. Through the snow.
Through the snow and everything else.
Yeah. If you're coming to Sedona, it's amazingly beautiful. It hasn't melted. Everything is white and green, and it's incredible. The streets are clear.
The major
main streets are all clear. And yeah, so it's beautiful.